Let me tell you about my ethnic makeup. I wear foundation, but not that powdery stuff. I wear the foundation laid by my indigenous people. It's that foundation that makes it so the past being globalized, I can still vocalize with confidence the fact that I know where my roots are. I wear this foundation not upon my face, but within my soul. And I take this from my ancestors, because I'll be damned if I ever let a European or American corporation tell me what my foundation should look like.
And I'll wear lipstick, so that my lips can stick to the ears of men, so they can experience in surround sound my screams of agony, with each lash of rulers, measuring tapes, and scales, as if my waistline and weight are inversely proportional to my value as a human being.
See my lips? They stick, but not together. Rather, they flail open with flames to burn down this culture that once kept me shut.
And I don't mess with eyeshadow, but my eyes shadow over this time. Seeing the means you use to keep me blind. But you can't cover my eyes. Look into them.
My eyes foreshadow change, my eyes foreshadow light. And I ain't into hair dyeing, but I'm here, dying, because this oppression just won't get out of my hair. They form these highlights on my passion. They tangle around my mind, these oppressions, stressing me, so that even though I don't dye them, in a couple of years they'll be looking gray.
So what's my ethnic makeup? I don't have any, because your ethnicity isn't something you can just make up. And as far as that shit my sisters put on their faces, that's not makeup. That's make-believe.
This powerful poem, Slip of the Tongue, inspired our investigation into how Toronto youth understand their ethnicity. How do they relate their ethnic identity to the commodity culture we live in? For Toronto youth, is ethnicity something that can be made up? And if so, does that make it any less authentic?
Ethnicity to me is basically, it's not what you can make up. Well, to some people, they think dressed in baggy clothes means that you're dressed in as a black person. Or some people feel like if you dress like in a tight jeans or a fitted shirt, you have to be white.
People think that when you dress a certain way or get your hat tilted to the side, that it's basing your ethnicity on how black or how white you are. But I think that it's definitely deeper than that.
I don't want to be locked into something. I don't want to be locked into, the black stereotype or the white stereotype or anything like that. I just want to live it how I live it.
Because I don't really dress like my ethnicity. Like, my grandparents have special cultural ways to dress during special events, and that's the only time I dress according to my ethnicity.
It's who you are, it's your background, so it's always nice to keep the traditions and everything going, and it's kind of, it's a part of who you are, so.
Ethnicity to me, it's in my roots. It's more than just my tradition or my culture or my identity. It's also in the food that I eat, clothes that I wear, sometimes how I do my hair. But it's a lot more than that. It's really deep. It's ingrained. It's in me. Jamaica.
The things that represent my ethnicity as a black person is the music. Hip-hop, reggae, R&B, for example, style of clothing, how you dress.
And ethnicity as a representation is all to do with culture. It's whether or not you can embrace your culture.
I take pride in my background because I feel like a lot of people, they forget once because I moved here obviously to Canada, and I feel like they forget kind of where they come from.
It's your culture, it's your background. No matter where you're from, you shouldn't forget your roots.
There's nothing really ethnic about me. Frankly, I'm a white girl and I don't have an accent, so I could be anything.
I'm pretty Canadianized. However, it's, through your day-to-day interactions with family, friends, just the way I speak, a lot to do with music, food.
But what is it at the end of the day to represent your culture? Nothing. It's whatever you want it to be. It's whatever you make it to be. So
what I want to say is that ethnic makeup is not something authentic or inauthentic. We shouldn't look at ethnicity or ethnic makeup within the framework of something authentic or inauthentic. Every culture is a construction. Every generation contributes something to that particular construction. And if we want to say that you want to have an authentic ethnic culture and not something that is fake, you have to remember that there is nothing truly authentic to reach out to. Even if you were to dig back into the past, you are not going to get something authentic. You're always going to have a particular culture that is constructed. So in that case, every culture is a construction, and every ethnicity is a particular makeup at a particular time.